What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Hoops Post Up, and it's about time. We have something to talk about. NBA basketball is back. Hallelujah.
Oh my God, we have been waiting for this forever. Gosh, how long were we in quarantine? Like 11 weeks. 11 weeks.
Feels like years.
Forever.
But actually, I kind of like the stay-at-home thing. I'm not complaining about that. More time to play 2K20. But you know what? It's about time. We got live sports back. NBA, of course, being at the forefront always. They have their stuff together, right? They were the first to get off the court, and then they're the first to get back on. And we're finally going to see some basketball, July 31st, I think the season starts.
They have been in the talks, and they are ready to go. I know the players, well, we'll talk about that. Some of the players are ready. Some of the players are not. Is my team ready? That's what we're going to talk about today.
That's right. So, we talk all NBA, but being in San Antonio, being Spurs fans, some of us lifelong Spurs fan, have to do a Spurs episode because Spurs, they still have a chance. There's a heartbeat. It's faint, right? The pulse is fading, but they have a shot.
No, it's there. It is there, and we're not going to get kicked out of the playoffs. We can't, right?
Well,
22 consecutive seasons, we can't get knocked out.
So let's talk about, can they keep the streak going? There is hope now. Now, they still were, technically in it, of course, before everything got put to a halt. But now we got to talk about this new arrangement. Of course, you guys probably know the details. 8 games, right? That's it. The regular season, 8 games
We
to
have
try to make the
8
playoffs.
games to prove ourselves. And let me tell you, I don't know if any of you are watching all of that Last Dance stuff, but that better have motivated a lot of you young players. That better have gotten you fired up and ready to go.
Yeah, no kidding. Defense, it's a thing. Look it up. But let's talk about the Spurs now. We know that they're on the outside looking in. Memphis has that 8th spot. Memphis, a team nobody really expected to be a playoff team.
Shammer.
They got some good young players. But that's the point. Young. The Spurs, of course, have the veterans. But let's talk about the fact
Speaking
that
of
they can make
veterans,
the
what?
push.
What?
What?
Veterans.
Yeah.
Did you not hear the news?
Which one? I hear a lot of news. Which news? Are you talking
LA.
about NBA? I hope.
LA. We're talking my
yeah.
Spurs.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. A lot of veterans, but
seriously.
it just so happens they're, I don't know, second best player, perennial all-star LaMarcus Aldridge. He's not going to play, right? Is that right? He's out for the rest of the regular season?
Okay, because we've kind of been off, right? We haven't been watching a whole bunch of, what's going on in the city. Mm-hmm. We've been watching classic NBA sports. Okay, so apparently LaMarcus had some surgery.
That nobody knew about. They're just like, oh, by the way.
April 24th, I read that he had surgery on his shoulder. And we remember him being out for Boston. We remember him being out for 6 games straight. But did we think it was this serious where he was going to need reconstructive surgery and he was going to be out for a long term? I didn't know.
Well, did they announce it? We just didn't notice because we were busy quarantining or whatever. I mean, did they announce it at all or not? I don't know, but we just found out.
It was all very hush-hush. Nobody was talking about it in our city. We didn't hear. And I follow Instagram. I see nothing was there.
If anybody would have known, you would have known.
And so let me tell you, I seriously told him, oh my God, they're trying to tank. Are my Spurs trying to tank?
Well,
they're pulling LaMarcus. What's going to happen next? What's going to unfold after that? I seriously thought, wow, they're pulling something.
Yeah,
I was like, LaMarcus,
has toe
don't
surgery
you dare pull a Kawhi. Don't.
No.
But it wasn't. It wasn't. It was
legit.
actually a legitimate injury. He had surgery, so he's not going to be able to play.
So needless to say, that kind of gives a hit to their chances of making the playoffs. Now, here's the thing. LaMarcus, he's out, right? He
averages about, 20 points a game?
Yeah, I mean, he's their main rebounder. I mean, now, could they win without him? Yeah, but here's the thing. They can't just break 500, right? They're 4 games out of the 8th spot right now. They have to go on a run because it's not just catching up to Memphis. That's the thing. It's not just them, right? There's 5 other teams.
Oh, my gosh.
There's 5 teams fighting for that last spot.
We have to get past so many.
Yeah, exactly. All those other teams, too. So they have to go on a serious run. They'd have to win, at least 6, maybe 7 of those games?
Anyway, so...
Okay, so
Spurs.
Even before we knew about the Aldridge injury, saying, okay, to make the playoffs, that's going to be a tough challenge, right? They have to win at least 6 or 7. Do they even have a chance?
We thought it was, I thought it was extremely tough. I was like, okay, we've got to push for it, but that was with LaMarcus. Now we don't have LaMarcus. And I'm thinking, Who's gonna step up? Who's
Well,
gonna take his
DeRozan's
spot?
been carrying the team, and now they did okay. They didn't lose every game when he was out. LaMarcus has missed several games, right, this season because of that shoulder.
That is true.
And
And
they have their
so
own.
is it that like on our team where, when one's out, the other one
Someone
steps up?
yeah. But that's the thing. It's different. If DeRozan was out, you have some young guards, a guy like Lonnie, of course, you get some more minutes. They don't have a guy who can just replace LaMarcus in this kind of environment to be able to win against the top teams. You have to remember this also. The fact that some teams are cut off. The only teams left playing these 8 games are the teams that are eligible for playoffs. So these are all teams pretty much with a winning record other than the teams fighting for the 8th spot. But still, I mean, they'll have to beat almost everybody they face. So, I mean, give it a number. What chance, realistically, even as a Spurs fan, what chance do they really have? Because I'm a Spurs fan too. What chance do they have to actually make the playoffs?
98%.
No. But seriously, this isn't bloopers. What chance?
They're gonna make it.
98%. Oh, you're serious. Okay.
They're gonna make it.
They're gonna make the playoffs. All right, because
I'm
they're
a
just
Spurs
because
fan,
they
like
have a good coach.
They're going to do it. They are fired up. They're ready to go. Everybody wants to play basketball. We're hungry. We're going to go for it. And there is no way we're going to let this playoff consecutive streak go. We're not going to do it. It's not going to happen.
I mean, there's pride involved, right? But here's the thing: where's the pride during the regular season before this? I mean,
They have rest. They're healthy.
They were going
There's
down
no
here.
excuses. They've had every
but everybody
time.
else has rest too.
Yes, and I know that. I know that. But what I'm saying is everybody's healthy now. It is ground, like starting from zero. Like we're all starting as if day one, here we go. And
right.
we can put all of that aside.
And the
we
Spurs
can
have
put
the talent.
all of that. Oh, we've got the talent.
I mean, that's why it's
we've got the
surprising they weren't in
talent.
the
I
playoffs
was
in the
waiting
first
for
place.
the hunger.
Right.
Right.
So you think now the hunger kicks in?
Rudy Gay, you better step up.
Rudy K talking to you, calling you out again. They should have the hunger. I mean, the pride, like you said. The coach. If nobody,
Oh my
get
gosh!
fired up, he'll fire them up.
Have you not heard my pop? He is for our team. He is for our people. He is with everybody.
Yeah, so they have the experience with the coaching, the rest, right? Some of the veterans will be rested. DeJounte will be a little healthier. Lonnie will be motivated. I mean, you think some intangibles are on their side, right? A team like Memphis might not handle the pressure because they're so young. I mean, who knows what's going to happen, but still. The fact that they're not 2 games back, they're 4 games back, and they have to leapfrog several teams.
I really think
So,
if you're the 8th
I don't know,
seed
man.
and how many other teams below? Because we have more in the West than we do in the East.
Right.
How many other teams are with us in the Spurs who are getting this opportunity to go to Orlando?
I think there's 5 teams fighting for that spot.
Okay, so we have 5 teams. Well, we'll check, but I'm pretty sure that's about right. Like we have 5 teams going in for our spot, 8th spot. Okay, yeah, it is going to be harder for us. It is going to be something that we're going to have to be up for. Are they going to be driven to do that? I think our young guys will be ready. I'm looking for the leadership and our veterans to step up. If you don't step up, we don't have a chance.
So without LaMarcus, who is it? It's DeRozan. It's got to be
DeRozan.
Like, that's it.
He's
it. DeRozan will have to carry them to the playoffs. He's going to have to score 30
got a
points.
chip right now. I hope he puts that passion to the fire, to the court, to the hoop.
But on the other hand, we talked about this before all this stuff before the season stopped.
You think he's leaving?
We talked about this, right? Check our episode. We talked about DeRozan specifically, and the question is he going to come back and be a Spur? And if he's not, if he already knows he's out the door,
you think he's going to flake out and just not even
I'm not
show
saying
up?
he's not going to show up at all. Try, but I'm just saying it's a different level of motivation, right? It's not like LeBron, level of motivation, championship or bust mode. He wants to win one, but this team realistically not going to win a championship this year. Anyways, is he really going to go 110% to try to make that 8th seed?
That's
to
a
get
very
bounced?
good question, and you pose that. That's a very good question. What
I'm
do
just
y'all
saying.
think? What do you think? Do you agree with him?
Is DeRozan, is
you
he
think?
invested or is he out the door? I don't know, but
know.
that's a different topic. We've already covered that.
Okay.
Okay, so honestly, you sticking, I just want to make sure, you're sticking with 98%.
I am going with my Spurs to make it. Will they get out of the first round?
Yeah. Okay, but
I have to believe in my Spurs. This is us. This is who we've been for 22 seasons straight. There is no way we're going to let this slide. We have another chance. Back then, before quarantine, wow, it was dim and
It was
not
looking
quite
bad.
certain.
I mean,
right?
we were talking about tanking, right? They might as well tank.
But now they have an opportunity. Now they have everybody's starting from the beginning. Everyone's starting as if we are like there's no games.
Right. But yeah, again, it's not equal footing in terms of the standing. So that's my only problem. Will they come out with a winning record in these 8 games? Yeah, I think so. Will it be enough to make the 8th spot over all those other teams? I don't know. I give it
We can only hope.
25%.
Princess Leia.
You this is our only hope.
That's
You
our
got
only hope.
you're going with 98. You're sticking with 98.
I'm sticking with 98.
Alright.
That they make it. That they make it.
Yeah,
Pass the
just
first
to
round.
clarify. Okay, I'll stick with 25. Okay, and then the last question is talk about tanking. Should they really try to make it? I mean, because this streak, the playoff streak, it's going to come to an end at some point. It is. So should they go for it and try to make it, depending on what they think their chance is, or should they just do what they did? It's like, look, LaMarcus isn't there. Should we just tank it, lose these 8 games, and get a better draft spot? Try to get somebody like James Anderson, a better prospect in the draft.
We
do
need
they
a
tank?
big.
They
We
should
need
have
a
tanked from
big.
the
Who was
beginning.
that guy that we were talking about that we need? And
A Wiseman, maybe.
yes, yes.
But I know what you're going to say. You're going to say you want to make the playoffs, right?
I don't know.
Because realistically,
I'm not sure.
Where's the worst
I
place
could
to
go
be?
either way. I really could go either way because this season is already kind of
to
begin with,
an asterisk already.
and no one is really gonna kind of like hold it to a true season. So is this the year we just this is the time that we just tank? Maybe we should. Maybe at this point. No, maybe at this
they
point
can put the
we
asterisk and
should.
say, "Well, this didn't count. This season didn't count." So if they make the playoffs next year, they can say, "Yeah,
If
we still have
this
this
time
thing
at
going."
any that Phil Jackson want to put an asterisk on it, yes, this is the season. This is the season. It's quarantine, yes.
And 99.
Yeah, no. Okay, so, but thinking about this, okay, should they tank?
Should they tank?
Maybe they should.
Will they tank? No,
Maybe they
won't.
should. Maybe they should.
But should they?
Maybe they should. And we gotta start young and clean house and fix some things.
And it goes back to what we talked about before. Should they tank? We said months ago, yeah, you might as well because you're probably not going to make the playoffs
and
anyways.
They didn't. So
and
now they have a second chance to tank.
But they still could tank. Yeah, exactly. You got a second chance to suck. But it's called improving your draft stock. No, but the thing is, where's the worst place to be? The worst place to be is either the 8th or the 9th seed. Either you go in the first round, you get bounced. So you made the playoffs just for nothing, really.
Right. And
or
to be
you
quarantined.
just missed it.
And to be quarantined at the Disney Complex Center, whatever, and you miss your family for 8 weeks and you're not allowed to see anybody. Is it worth it? Talking about that. Do you think there are going to be some Spurs players? Do you think DeMar, since he may be walking, do you think DeMar's going to say, you know what, I'm not going to play. It's not worth my time.
Well, that's a debate, and we're going to talk about that on a different episode. Are there going to be players that don't show up because legitimate health concerns? Also, the whole thing of they're being quarantined again, right? Just when the world is pretending that it's over, it's not over.
It's not over.
It's not over.
Yeah,
but yeah, you know what I mean,
up.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, now we're going back to this bubble, and they even call it the bubble, right?
Right.
I can see why some people might not want to do that, and I think the concerns are legit. If anything, they shouldn't be a health concern. They should be safer there, right? They're in a bubble. That's where you should want to be. And they're going to be tested every day. They're going to have all these doctors. So they'll be safer there.
They're going to be safer, but do they want that restriction?
They want that? Right.
Do they want that? Because they have been confined for so long.
Especially if your team's like, well, we're not going to really make the playoffs. We're 5 games out or whatever. And we heard the one guy I think we've heard, he didn't say he's not showing up, but he... I don't know. He kind of said, like, what am I showing up for?
You're thinking Damian Lillard.
Is Lillard, right? Dame. Yeah. He said, look, if we're not going to make a run in the playoffs, what's the point?
Yeah.
And that's the team that's got the best chance to win. They're right behind Memphis. They're like 3.5 games out.
Oh, they're so good.
And that's a team that, if they were healthy, could have been a contender this year. So that's
according
crazy.
According to Carmelo, they are healthy. So
now, too late.
Well,
but is it too late? That's the thing. That's a team you should look at and say, they could make a run, right? Portland could make a run because they made a run last year. So... anyways, are there Spurs who are going to do that? No, probably not. I mean, can you think of somebody? Don't call Rudy Gay.
My question. No, I was going to call Rudy Gay. I was going to say if at the only players on our team that I would think that will say it's not worth my time, I'm not going to do it because I'm going to go Fashion Week or I'm going to do something else. It would be Rudy Gay or DeMar. Prove me wrong, guys. Prove me wrong.
DeMar,
is my Patty going to be there? Of course he will. course he will. But DeMar and Rudy, prove me wrong.
If Rudy gets hurt all of a sudden, all right, some mysterious injury, then you'll know something's
No,
up.
it wouldn't even be a hurt. He'd be like, I'm just not going to go.
Be just, I'm out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that bad. And DeMar, the thing is, he can't, even if he knows, well, I'm not going to be a Spur next year, I think it would be a bad look on him because if he's wanting to be a free agent, that would be a bad look.
A leader for the franchise, a leader for the
to bounce early. Although I guess it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter because people do what they want.
Don't care.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you tell us what you think. You tell us if the Spurs are gonna make it. Go for it. Will they make the playoffs? Let us know what you think.
It's going to be interesting to see. If anything, I just want to see the effort. I want to see how hard they go. I want to see what the dynamic is on the court, right? Which of those players look like they want it and which of them don't. I know the young guys, right? DeJounte and Lonnie, they want to taste the playoffs, right?
Derek White.
And, Derek White too, right? Mm-hmm. They have a good young core. It's those veterans you got to wonder because it's easy after, 10 years and you're like, I don't want to be the 8th seed. I don't want to do this. Especially if you're looking at free agency 1 year or 2 years. So that will be interesting to see. Pop will have his guys ready. We know that Pop, he just wants to win. He doesn't care if you're fighting for the 13th seed, right? He's going to win. He's not a tanking guy. They're not going to tank. Should they? Yeah, they probably should.
Well, tell us what you think. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And welcome back.
Yeah,
NBA.
Welcome back, NBA.
Woo!
Thanks. And then we want to give a plug. We're talking about Pop and his guys. We've been all over social media. You, of course, as a Spurs fan, something to talk about that's not just basketball related.
That's right. So I want you to check out Spurs Stories. Go to their Instagram. Go to their YouTube. They have a YouTube channel now, and Sean's putting out videos as well. Go check out their stories. We're talking about Black Lives Matter. They do. That's where we stand. We are anti-racist. That's where we are. Let us know. Check it out.
And it's on the official Spurs Instagram.
Yes.
Okay. And called Spurs Voices, each one. And not just players, coaches, front office, all sorts of different opinions. And that's the one thing that we can always get behind the Spurs organization, right? Always been very progressive, always been unafraid, right, to speak out in support of what's right. We know what's right. Okay, Black Lives Matter.
That's who we are. And I know our viewers are the same.
Absolutely.
Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And we will see you in the next one.
There you go.
Peace and love, everyone.